Ciao bello, my stupefacente narici. Sono il Dottor Magnifico, your faithful ospite. Okay, enough butchering that language. My apologies. Hola, Dr. Magnifiscent here. Welcome to the Nashville Naxos. All right, last one, I swear. Today, we're going to delve into one of the finest niche perfume houses on the planet. A brand based out of Italy, which just represents upper-class luxury. Everything about them just screams elegance and sophistication. Minus the funny-sounding name, of course. Xerjoff. Yeah, kind of sounds like something else, but this is a family channel. Gonna have to wait till Doctor After Dark. Follow me on onlyfrags.com. Regardless of that, it's still one of my all-time favorite luxury niche brands. The brand was founded by Sergio Momo in 2004, according to my research online. The name is synonymous with the owner, Sergio, in reference to a nickname his grandmother gave him. She used to call him Xerjoff with an S. And then later when he started his company, he replaced the S with an X. Not entirely sure why.
And that's called branding.
I live! But anyways, according to what I've heard, Sergio prides himself on only using high-quality, uncommonly used raw materials in his blends, with no compromises, utilizing techniques for harvesting and processing their products like fractional and cold distillation, which apparently, according to them, are techniques that are not used by any other modern brand. And it's not hard to believe, they just smell like they come from the most precious of rare essences, composed with great care, each and every element resembling a different part of Italy, from the delicate process of the juices themselves to the use of precious stones and glass in their bottle materials, all the way down to their packaging, all purely Italian, true to their culture, and their entire concept of marrying the elegance and grace of their natural surroundings with the wonders of human artistic capability. I mean, it's not hard to be inspired by your surroundings when you're in that truly breathtaking country. I've only owned 3 for the longest time, and they are Alexandria II, Golden Dallah, and of course, Dawn. Just Dawn. But I just recently acquired, wait for it, 7 more. And they're all blind buys. Probably not the smartest move on my part as the preacher of always try before you buy. But it seems unlikely this brand would produce much of anything disappointing. All the reports on all of these are highly praised from multiple trusted sources. And since now I have 10 total, a top 10 Xerjoff video must be made. And I don't have a choice. I gotta do it. So for my 7-bottle blind buy haul, if you want to call it that, we have Naxos, Erba Pura, Accento, 40 Knots, Cosmorati Italica, all big sellers and hyped releases. And then I just grabbed Wardasina, another tobacco fragrance, because you know how much I love tobacco, and Outr-Eau, which is kind of a wild card here. One I haven't heard much about, but scooped up on the intriguing theme alone. What do you say we ever so gently rip open this packaging so I can show you the experience of this brand? Enjoy these next few moments of cellophane ASMR, kids. Ever so gently. I'm getting chills already. It's actually kind of exhausting. I don't even need the knife for this one. Okay, now we're all unwrapped. Everybody's zenned out now. Let's get to what you really came here for. Time to go on an olfactory joyride. Hey, real quick though, if you're liking this content so far and you'd like to become an official nostril of your very own, I urge you to subscribe right now. We're all one big smelly family over here. Join now! Go, go, go! Okay, time to test and rank all 10 of these stallions. The doctor is now in. I guess we'll go in alphabetical order. 40 Knots, because numbers are always listed before letters for some reason. Ever notice that? I always wondered why. Check out these boxes. Ho, 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 ho. I'm gonna try not to let these nice boxes explode today. That one, yeah, it's fine. First of all, really fancy box. It's got a leather binding. I have many leather-bound boxes, and it smells of rich mahogany. It doesn't, whatever. Here's the big presentation. Oh, comes with a little fancy cloth. Here we go. Let's untuck the blanket here. Ooh, there she is. And I'm going to gently set it down so it doesn't make a lot of noise like they love to do. Oh, okay, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Just a little. It's okay. Anyway, the bottle. Looks like the majority of Xerjoff bottles in these round, I want to say hexagonal type shape things. And then it's got the little fun slide on there. I don't know what it does, but I guess it clears the nostrils for you before you smell it. I don't know. 40 Knots is the first summer fragrance I heard of from these guys. It belongs to their Join the Club collection. And I've been told this is a beast mode marine scent meant to recreate the feeling of being in a yacht club. And this fragrance is the closest I will ever get to being in one of those. Ooh, I'm getting something spicy off the sillage. So let it dry down a bit. Whoo! Oh, wow. Ooh, that is nice, strong open. All right, let's look up those notes. All right, kind of a simple note breakdown. We have seawater, sea salt, cedar, and green notes. Well, I dig this so far. It's really something different. Seems fairly on the strong side, but being a fresh aquatic, I don't have a lot of confidence that it will perform. I suppose we'll find out as it dries down, but for now, let's move on. Next up, Accento from their Velvet collection. Let's check out this bottle. Cushy. That just exudes some luxury right there. Accento is a floral chypre, which I've heard smells like fine laundry detergent. Well, I guess this doctor will give his own diagnosis. Whoa! Wow, that is fresh. Fresh and clean. Notes are pineapple, hyacinth, iris, pink pepper, vetiver, amber, and patchouli. It's floral and slightly powdery with that beautiful iris note, but doesn't seem, at least initially, to be overly floral or makeup-y. I feel like the vetiver, musk, and patchouli are there to keep it grounded with a bit of a masculine edge, although perfectly androgynous. I'm not getting a lot of pineapple. It's not very fruity at all, really. It's fresh and bright, but not like a designer freshie. Clean, but not shower gel or soapy clean. Yeah, it's like fresh linens. I can see where the laundry detergent comment comes from, but don't worry, it doesn't smell like Tide or something. I'm not sure how well this will perform either, considering how light the overall feel is. I have a bad feeling this one may disappear fairly quickly. I don't know, but we will have to wait and see. For now, let's turn to a tried and true Alexandria II from their Oud Stars collection. To me, this is up there with other oud fragrances I know and love, like Oud Set and Mood by Maison Francis Kirkjohn, Pardon by Nasamato, Oud for Greatness by Initio. But this one has a unique twist to it with this sort of apple pie gourmand feel. Fair warning, it's still a bit funky and pungent in the opening. It's dark and daring, but counteracted with this nice sweet spice. Apple, cinnamon, lavender, rose, amber, palisander rosewood, musk, and of course, oud. And I love when musk and oud are used in sweet gourmands. Time to bust out the Don. Man, this thing is dangerous. It's so bold, so beastly. In my experience, it fills up a room. I'm hoping it doesn't overpower all the other ones I'm sampling today. And the notes themselves are just, well, there's only 4 of them. Tobacco, whiskey, gunpowder, and spun sugar. As if you're smoking a cigar, gulping down a top shelf whiskey, eating a funnel cake, and blasting a Thompson M1928.
Oh, I'll get you for this. Yeah, Rocky's gonna rub you out. See, get me my shoes. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tear you to ribbons.
This thing is a wild animal dressed in a nice suit. It mows down everyone who gets in your path. Yep, it's a monster, and I love it. Next, Erba Pura, which the box is not lined up. The tape has already been broken. I think they might have sent me a returned bottle. I don't know. Well, hopefully there's no damage to the bottle. Again, from the Velvet collection. And, oh yeah. Well, this is the risk you take when you purchase through discounters. We do have a little bit of bottle damage to the one that I got here, as you can see. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, luckily I did order a backup bottle, so maybe I'll make this my travel bottle and just beat it to hell. This one is an ultra hyped summer scent. Oh, and I guess I'll take this off. I hope I have enough skin to fit all of these. Let's put that one right here. These things have a lot of power. Xerjoff, they know what they're doing when it comes to performance. It's said to be very fruity, and it is. Okay, wow. Oh, whoo, yike. Holy mother. All right, yeah, where Accento has a fruity pineapple accord in the top notes, this is like a full-on fruit basket. Seems to open with a little citrus, but a prominent apricot or peach to my nose. Probably pineapple in there too. Along with, I would guess, every other fruit in existence. But it has some muskiness in there in the backdrop. Let's take a look. And according to the notes, that is accurate. We have some musk, amber, and vanilla in the base, so I'm anticipating less fruitiness and perhaps a touch more sexiness as it dries down. Now, it's not uber natural smelling, but I can tell it most likely will perform like a champ considering the power it's putting out at this point. Excited to see how that one develops and how long it will last. Time for the final Xerjoff veteran in my collection. Golden Dallah, part of their coffee break collection. You'll never guess why. Well, to those of you less inquisitive nostrils, yes, because it has a coffee accord. Let's go ahead and apply this here. The warm, robust aroma of coffee combined with sweet cacao, tonka bean, and hazelnut, exotic spices, incense, amber, and of course, oud really take you for a ride here. Balanced nicely between sweet and deep. And I love to wear this one in the cold weather, especially around the holidays. Now, Italica from their Casamarati collection. And you may notice the obvious different bottle style with this one. Very difficult to get out of the box. What's going on here? It's really wedged in there. What the f? Oh, there we go. Jeez. Yes, I like the bottle style of these. They're really unique. They're really classy, kind of old-fashioned looking. This is supposed to be a gourmand of some sort. Let's give it a spritz. Ugh, I'm running out of real estate here. How about right here? Try to keep them spread apart as much as I can. I'm getting something really sweet, really caramely off the sillage here. Oh, that is sweet. Sweet. But not, too sweet. It has that Xerjoff sophistication. Wow, this is delicious though. I gotta see what's in this. Ah, yes, that's what I guessed. Toffee, and a very realistic smelling toffee, along with vanilla, milk, saffron, almond, and some sandalwood, cedar, and musk in the base. It is pretty sexy, probably due to the musk. I'm curious if the sweetness will dial back and get even more sexy as it dries down. I think this was a great get. Wow. It's also really cheap, so we'll see how well it performs due to the price, but as of now, I think it'll do pretty well. Now on to the King Daddy, the one and only Naxos, and the one and only 100 milliliter bottle you'll see today. Yep, it does not come in 50 mil at all. Best news for me. As you know, I always prefer smaller bottles because I travel with them, and 100 milliliters of any fragrance is way too much juice for me. But it is Naxos, and as a Xerjoff fan, you think I'm not gonna own Naxos? I justify it the same way I had to bite the bullet and get Carlisle by Parfums de Marly in this gargantuan 125 milliliter bottle. If you ever see something 100 mils or higher in my collection, it just goes to show how irrefusable the juice really is. I had to make an exception when I get hit with nothing but non-stop hype. So therefore, no regrets. Let's check out the gorge-rific presentation. Never gets old. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the same box as 40 knots. Opens up like a, like Pretty Woman, you know? You go to reach for the thing and you just like, ah. That's what I would do. There she is, Naxos. Yep, you have probably heard of it. I'm excited to finally get my schnoz on this hype beast, and you're all gonna see me do it. All right, first time actually smelling Naxos. I've been waiting for this for years. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, damn it. They were right. They're all right. That is something that will make me get a big bottle. Woo! This is right up my alley. Tobacco, hell yes. Honey, not usually my jam, but Signature Tobacco by Xerjoff, for example, has warmed me up to the note, especially how it complements an aromatic tobacco. This one is not nearly as tobacco dominant as that one though. It's almost like, okay, oh man, almost like it has little bits of like fougere ingredients. Ooh, this is blowing my mind. Hold on. All right, let's look it up. We have cinnamon, jasmine, tonka bean, vanilla, and then we have bergamot, lavender, and cashmerean. I think that's what's giving me the slightest hint of a fougere. I'm enticed. Let's see if that becomes more of a thing as it dries down. Whew, man, I am smelly. Next up, Thank you. You love me. You really love me. Opera. Again from the Velvet collection. Let's hope that it doesn't have any damage. Ah, no. Looks fine. Digging the black velvet bottle. This would be the perfect signature scent for Alana Miles. Spray here, if you please. A scent which makes this little boy smile. Anybody get those references? I'm the only one, I guess. This is such a nice floral. Really fits the name. Something elegant you would wear to a special occasion like an opera. Yet it kind of has almost a dark melancholiness about it. Let's see what the note breakdown looks like for this oddball. I would guess that mood may be coming from the leather note. Patchouli and vetiver combined with the fruits, rose and ylang-ylang. We also have amber, musk, and some nutmeg, and a tiny little bit of vanilla, which seems to be used solely just to smooth the whole thing out. This is a nice upscale special occasion fragrance in my opinion. Meant to be dressed up, and also beautifully androgynous. I really like it. We'll see how it dries down. And finally, the red velvet bottle of Wardasina. All right, last little bit of skin. Poor Emily. Whoa. This is unlike any tobacco scent I've ever smelled, at least in its initial opening. This is more spicy, perhaps, than Naxos. Less sweet, more on the sharp side. I'll bet this has rose in it. And rose would fit the bottle color theme, wouldn't it? There might be some incense in here too. Like, it's giving me this cold, churchy, incensey feel, just kind of hovering in the background. All right, pulling up notes. Oh yeah, we have, of course, tobacco, and yes, rose, as well as musk, patchouli, saffron, green notes, cedar, and most people claim it to have traces of vanilla. Again, probably just used to smooth the blend a touch. Surprisingly, there's no incense or cumin listed, but I would argue something is in there giving me that feel. I mean, looking at the breakdown, none of the notes look like really anything out of the ordinary, but I suppose the way that they're proportioned is truly astonishing. Yeah, I love this. Okay, let's let all 10 of these fully develop. Sorry, Emily. And in the meantime, I will make my absolute best attempt at ranking them. That will not be fun because so far, I really like them all. Okay, you know how we do. Hang tight. I'll come back in a few and we'll wrap up this sucker. BRB. Okay, now everything has fully dried down and developed. Emily has been very patient. Sorry, babe, the whole house smells like a mall right now, thanks to me, because all of these are really, really powerful, strong performers. Gotta give credit to Xerjoff. I'm impressed with all of them. And now I'm ready to attempt my ranking, which is always hard for me, but really, really exceptionally difficult today when it comes to a brand so highly regarded as Xerjoff. But let's just jump in with both feet. Just gonna go with my nose gut and not my nose brain. None of that makes any sense, but you know what I mean. Here we go. Well, someone has to go here, and it was a tough decision. I'm putting opera right here, but it doesn't mean it ain't incredible. It is, but for my first impression, I feel like all of these are complete winners. I love how powdery it gets in the dry down, but the florals settle back a tad, and the spicy nutmeg and rugged leather start to take over. Like as if the opera just ended, and now we're cruising around town in an expensive sports car. Alas! Someone had to come in last place. But bear in mind that this is a tight pack. If this were the Olympics, opera would come in last place by a fraction of a millisecond. We're splitting hairs through this whole rank. So take it with a fraction of a grain of salt, because I got a feeling my opinion on all of these will be forever changing. I suggest you try opera. Definitely not for everyone, but it really excites me a lot. Next, I may have no choice but to put Italica. I can hear the angry comments now. Listen, it's amazing. All of these are amazing. I'm just stunned by how great all of these seem to be. And they're all winners in my view. I would say that this is like a 10-way tie. This is just me torturing myself and really trying to attempt to rank them because I'm masochistic in that way. I don't know why. Why do I do this to myself? So to get really microscopic here, it may have slightly more synthetic tinges to it. Some people claim it to have this Airwick, I don't know what, plug it in scent. You know what I'm saying. Is that still their slogan? You know, the wall scents, the plug-in. Brilliant, right? Simple. Just make the slogan what you do with the product. Maybe the Xerjoff slogan should just be spray it on, spray it on. Okay, sorry, sidetracked. Yes, I can tell by reviews that it's not for everyone. It is extremely sweet and has maintained its sweetness well into the dry down. But for the price and performance, I think it's worth trying. I'm looking forward to giving this more wear as we get into this coming fall. It may rank higher, but for now, it's just tough. Like Alexandria II. God, even placing this one third to last seems so wrong, and will probably piss some people off. It's another beloved, super popular one from the brand. I just have to admit, it has a lot of similarities to other rose oud fragrances out there. Although I will also admit there are enough distinctive differences which justify owning it. Main reason being that delectable, almost gourmand-like spicy sweet apple pie feel, which becomes a little bit more apparent in the dry down as the funky oud starts to restrain itself, and those nice, delicious gourmand notes become the star of the show. I love all that, and I love Alexandria II. Hate to put it this low, but again, I must remind you, it's a tight race. Case in point, Golden Dallah. This is a beaut. More unique, in my opinion, than A2, due to the more rarely used coffee note added. I like that it's based on coffee, but isn't meant to just smell like coffee. There's a lot of great complexities in here as it dries down. You get less coffee and more of the oud and amber. Has tinges of that rose oud traditional combo, but with a twist, and that's why it edges slightly above on my rank today. We also have to bear in mind we're comparing apples and oranges here. Those last two are warm, cozy, deep, and dense winter scents. And this next one is a summer scent. It's Erba Pura, a fun and fruity blast with miraculous beast mode performance. I am blown away by how loud and long-lasting this is. This will be really fun to bust out in the summer. I can almost hear the compliments just rolling in. And it was a tough call between that and this next one for who would beat out the other. But as far as the other super freshie in this haul, I think I'm gonna rank Accento ever so slightly higher on a few factors. Erba Pura, for as big, fruity, and fun as it is, still has a slightly artificial fruitiness to it. Not meaning that as a negative necessarily, because if it did smell like all natural fruits, kind of like Summer Vibes 4.0 by Authenticity Perfumes, it probably wouldn't be as strong or long lasting. But they use the synthetic ingredients well in Erba Pura to make it as strong as possible without giving it an overly synthetic smell. So all that being said, Accento, being more of a fresh linen scent, can get away with more synthetic ingredients. And whatever they use in this works incredibly, because I did not think this would last. This one really shocked me. Now, with all that said, it's not a groundbreaking scent profile, but I can see myself reaching for this often. Similar to my feelings for Galloway by Parfums de Marly, for when I want something easy for everyday use while still giving me the niche quality and performance I crave. And for the number 4 spot, I guess we'll go with the one with an actual number 4 in the name. 40 Knots, I think, could go here. The final summer scent of this haul. And again, to my surprise, I actually really dig this one. As someone who doesn't typically gravitate towards marine scents, this one has really impressed me on its scent development. It's so different compared to your Aqua di Gio, Chrome Extreme, Bulgari Aqua, Designer Aquatics, especially since it's dried down. The marine elements are still there, but I'm getting more woods, more green notes tucked in, and I don't know where this is coming from. There's this nice slightly sweet creaminess to it, almost sort of lactonic. Now, you think that would be a nasty addition to a fresh aquatic, but for some reason it works. It works really good. And like Erba Pura and Accento, a fresh beast, no doubt. I didn't plan on this, but it appears my top 3 all have tobacco in them. Xerjoff seems to have their tobacco accords dialed in. And you know me, you know I love tobacco, so it can't be all that surprising, can it? After trying to calculate the minute pros and cons, I think I'm just gonna put Naxos in the number 3 spot today. Naxos is just beautastic though. Wow. I get the hype. What can I say? One of the best tobacco honey fragrances in the game today, but that's not all. Upon revisiting after its full development, I do get more of those aromatic, gentlemanly notes, almost bordering on fougere territory, but not a full-blown tobacco fougere like Fougere Platine by Tom Ford. Naxos is more about the sweet tobacco and smooth honey, with slight barbershop vibes as a happy little bonus. It's elegant, classy, versatile. Dress it up, dress it down. Go nuts. I got 100 mils of juice here. I'm gonna spray myself silly. Yeah, it's way up there as far as legendary tobacco scents go. But again, a slight millisecond lead I'm going to give to Wardasina. As of this moment, I feel like this scent profile is just a little more unique. Again, splitting hairs here. Many claim that Naxos was inspired by Pure Havane by Mugler, considering Naxos came out after. I haven't smelled that one because it's been long discontinued since before I even got in the fragrance game. But in my experience so far, I haven't come across anything yet that smells even remotely close to Wardasina. I don't know. This one just really spoke to me today. I'd never heard of it up until I went ahead and threw it in my cart. I'm excited to get to know it more. But it couldn't dethrone the mob boss. The #1 spot goes to the Dawn. And this thing just slaps. It's also a compliment monster. You wouldn't expect that due to the more challenging notes it contains. I literally wore this while I was in LA a few weeks ago and actually got an unsolicited compliment from a random stranger. It's a powerhouse of a boozy tobacco scent. If an exclamation point had a smell. You want to make a giant statement to those around you? Become a lasting scent memory? Smell like an eternal flame burning in the olfactory heart of history? You can't help but be noticed with this on. Pure confidence mixed with pure elegance in one bottle. That's all the Xerjoffs in my collection currently, and I will also keep you up to date with any new acquisitions in the future. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in your future. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like me to do in the near future. Also, like and hit the bell so the algorithm gods can bless us all with a brighter future.
Thanks.
And share me with all of your pheromone challenge friends and family to brighten up their present.
I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
I had a funny feeling.
Can't wait to see you back here next time. Till then, stay puzzolente. Il dottore fuori. Oh God, how accurate is Google Translate anyway? I hope I didn't just say something naughty. Or do I?